Welcome back to Just Kicking It. My name is SOY. I'm with the homie
Polo Show.
and we are in association with YYC Hip Hop Daily, Lifted Ones in Solace Studio. But first and foremost, we are artists first. I'll start with myself. If you want to look me up on any streaming platform, the best way to find me is just look up On the Search for More. My artist name is SOY. Go to that artist profile, give it a follow. Make sure you listen to all the music. For you, Shosho?
My artist name is Polo Show. My debut album Determination just dropped. You can check it out on Spotify, Apple Music, like all streaming platforms. So Polo Show Determination. You can also find me on social media at Poliano_DA_Don.
Word. You can, that's it. That's the intro. Okay, so we're gonna get into global as always. So first and foremost, Father's Day. It's Father's Day today. So, I don't know, round of applause for the dads out there.
Yeah, I mean, I guess just acknowledging it, right? Like that it is Father's Day today. So shout out to all the fathers, you know. It's a celebration for fathers, you know, because we never really even do that, right? Dads are so like uncelebrated. But yeah, shout out to all the dads. Happy Father's Day.
Happy Father's Day.
Yeah.
I saw my dad. I showed you a picture this morning. My dad is having Eggs Benedict this morning with my mom, which looks awesome, and I'm very jealous. I wish I was there. Miss you, Dad. Happy Father's Day. All right. On to music. So we got a big drop, very anticipated. Tyler, the Creator. He is going to be dropping pretty soon here. He just dropped a single. What are your first impressions of this single?
I feel like it revolves around the hook of like, I wish a nigga would like a lumberjack or something like that. I already like. Have you seen that meme? Like whenever you hear a rapper say a bar and you like take off the headphones. You know the meme I'm talking about? That's exactly how I felt when I heard it. Like, that's the hook of this song. So yeah, that's how I felt about that. I only listened to it once. Maybe I'll listen to it a couple more times. But I was like, I don't know, man. Tyler's definitely been like. I all my hats off to Tyler as a producer. I definitely enjoy his albums from a production point, and he's always like the main producer on the albums. But I feel like he's definitely not trying. It's almost like he's not even trying to be a rapper anymore. You know what I mean? Like, the fuck is this?
Oh, he was rapping in this song.
I mean, I'm critiquing that hook.
Okay.
I'm critiquing that cliche bar as the hook. And then going back to his last project, Igor, which was definitely a showmanship of like, yo, I'm gonna produce. Get a bunch of voices, but I'm barely gonna rap, right? Like, and that it was really well done. It was successful, but it was almost, I don't know. I feel like if the career path is like, I'm just gonna be, you know, I'm not gonna rap.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna make music. I don't know. I'm not here for it. Give me some bars.
All right. I definitely liked the beat a lot. I thought the beat was really cool. I haven't actually returned to it since I've listened to it, so I don't know if that's a bad sign, but I'm interested to hear the album. Obviously, I'm still excited for the album. I'm just always looking forward to a Tyler album. I've been a fan for a while now, so I'm always going to be checking it out. But I'm still anticipating. Are you still anticipating the album? Or?
Of course, I definitely would listen to it. I feel like I just listen to this track again.
Yeah.
And maybe if I listen to this in the album, I will enjoy the production in it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess I just like...
Just can't get past that bar.
I just couldn't get past that bar, bro. I mean, have you not heard that bar before?
I'll definitely have, for sure.
I wish they would like a lumberjack. Like, come on, bro. I'm like, this is and I look at the name of the song. It's all caps lumberjack. I'm like,
that's the theme. But looking forward to it. For our next, we got Logic. So the dad who retired is now back. I don't even think he was a year, to be honest. Like,
it wasn't.
Yeah, it's a pretty fast retirement. But he put out a song called I'm Back, or it's called Intro, but in the cover art it says I'm Back. So he's just basically like the first verse is like him talking from the perspective of like he has his like he read his old rhymes from like back in the day where he's basically talking about like, you know, just being hungry and kind of wanting everything, and now like he's pretty much has everything he ever wanted, and now he's found a new hunger in a way. So it's got me excited. I'm a Logic fan though. A lot of the Lifted Ones members, not so much, but that's okay. What did you think of the song?
I enjoyed it. I feel like I would say that I'm a Logic fan. I'm also aware of the criticism that people put on him.
Yeah.
You know, and you know, so in that sense, I would say I'm a fan, but at the same time, I'm aware. You know what I mean? I'm also like, I would tell him even if he was here, you know. He definitely has some corny lines. He definitely, you know what I mean? He's, you know, everything people do say about him is true, but not enough to hate him or discredit him as a rapper, right? Definitely has like, you know, classic mixtapes. He came up off the mixtapes. And like I was just saying to you, like all the projects he's been dropping last couple of years, all his projects he drops are always like really good.
Yeah.
Good sonic projects. So I think I like the song. I like him coming back. You know, it was lyrical. Like I like the duality of it. Like he's showing his past and then his present.
Right.
And yeah, I feel like, and I was just saying this to you earlier. I feel like rappers need to stop using this. Yo, I had a kid, so I need to retire from rap.
Right.
You know, I'm like, stop. Drake has a kid.
Yeah.
You know, like get out of here. Like so, I'm glad he realizes that. You know, he's still in his 20s, right? Like
he's 31. I think.
He's like 31, right? And he's trying to like fucking retire and raise a baby. Get the fuck out of here, bro.
Bro, you have so much courage.
like
you have at least 10 years of like you could still tour and like drop consistent. So I'm glad he's back, to be honest.
Yeah, it sounds like he's back and he's hungry. So he's gotten that nonsense out of his mind. I guess my issue is that rappers keep saying, and that's not the first time we've heard this. Like a rapper says, "Yo, I'm about to have my kid and retire. I need to like focus on raising the kid." I'm like, why can't you rap and raise the kid? You know what I mean? Like,
well, clearly you can, because that's now what's happening.
Yeah.
I'm excited. I'm hoping that. I'm pretty certain that he has like to do one more album and then he's independent again, or unless Def Jam wants to sign him again.
Oh, it's Def Jam he's signed to, right? Yeah, Def Jam.
So he might even get like a really big offer. He's probably the biggest artist on that label, so I could see them offering him quite a substantial amount of money, which would be pretty nice. But there's also a lot of restrictions when you're signed to a label, so who knows what will happen. But looking forward to the album. I'm assuming it's going to drop soon. For our next topic, we have Isaiah Rashad, who is, I think it's fair to say we're both pretty big fans of Isaiah.
Yeah.
He just dropped a new single. Pretty sure it's called Headshots. What did you think of the song?
Yeah, I liked it. It was a vibe. It was just, it was definitely his vibe. I only listened to it the one time before we started, but I enjoyed the track. Yeah. I feel like I'm excited for the project.
Yeah,
is what I got from that.
Yeah, I definitely feel I've listened to it like 3 or 4 times now, and it's one of my more favorite songs I've heard this year. Is that even how you say that? Anyways, one of my more favorite songs. It was really great, dude. Like I'm just like super excited for his album. Like the last song he dropped was like super bass heavy trap song, and this is like a totally opposite. The beat was really smooth. The chorus was awesome. Like I wanted to do like acid and like listen to this thing. I don't even do acid, but like
damn,
it made me want to. So
interesting.
Yeah, I don't know if that's a good thing or not, but
I guess I got to sit with the track a bit more. But yeah, I definitely he released again.
Yeah,
it's been like 6 years since his last drop,
which is so long. That's way too long.
I hope the label does him right, man. I hope this rollout is fire.
Yeah.
I hope the album is fire. Well, I know the album's gonna be fire, and yeah, I feel like, yeah, the game needs to give him his flowers, right? Like,
absolutely.
That's how I feel.
At least that's like a really nice position that he's in, is because he's such a solid artist. Like his last album was so solid that it's like he can take this time off, and I'm still excited. Like every year I've been like, oh, maybe Isaiah's gonna drop this year. Like whenever they like announce TDE, I'm always hoping it's Isaiah. Maybe as much as Kendrick, if not a little less, because obviously Kendrick's the main. But for me, he's probably my favorite on TDE. So I have definitely been anticipating this for a while, and I'm very excited to hear it in its entirety, because I know it's going to be top to bottom. Because that was his last 2 projects had been like that, so that's kind of, it's a pretty high bar. It's kind of unfair to put it on him, but like I genuinely think like it has to be like good throughout the whole thing. But yeah, I'm very excited. But for our next topic, we have Vince Staples, who is LA rapper. I think he was on Odd Future as well, wasn't he? He was associated with Odd Future, I believe.
I don't know about that, but
Man, I could be lying.
I don't know. But yeah, I know Vince Staples. Yeah, definitely LA based. Yeah, definitely. I don't know what's the name of the project that he.
Big Fish Theory. That was the most recent one.
Yeah, what's the one before that? It's like Black.
Yeah. Summertime.
I think Summertime. Like Summer 16 or something. I don't know. Yeah. Like some, but yeah, that one.
That was a good one.
That was that's the one I know from him. But yeah, Vince Staples.
I'm not gonna lie, guys, and show. I really only heard it, like the headphones were on the table, and that's how I heard the song. I forgot to actually listen. So my opinion's not great. I've heard him use this flow before, and I really, as far as what I heard from the I don't know, a meter away, it sounded sick. So, and I have a good faith with Vince Staples. I think he's like every time he's on a feature, like he was recently featured on Emotional Orange, Emotional Orange's recent release, which is like an R&B duo, and he killed that. So, I mean, he is also an artist that I'm like, I don't know if I could say he's dropped like anything that's like mind-blowing yet, but I think he's one of those artists that has the potential to like genuinely put out a project that's like, whoa, this is some like crazy, because he's such a unique mind, and like if you listen to him in interviews, he has such an interesting perspective on life. So I really hope that kind of is conveyed in this new project.
Word. I was just gonna say, so his first project was the Summertime 06 in 2015, and that's the one I heard from him. And that, yeah, to me, I thought that was a very solid body of work. It was definitely talking about LA and, you know, the gang violence and whatnot, and, you know, how his background and coming up in that. And definitely just a different perspective and a lyrical approach for sure. So I really did enjoy the album. And then Big Fish Theory, I didn't really digest that. But I feel like I know of his presence in the game, you know what I mean? Like, and he's definitely a respected rapper in his generation. So yeah, looking forward to this new project. It's actually titled Vince Staples. It's a self-titled project.
Okay.
So you know when an artist is like, yo, I'm gonna name this project. This is his fourth project, and this is the one he's naming.
Okay.
So
I'm excited. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Do you know when it's dropping? Do you know the date?
It just says 2021.
Okay. Hopefully, probably summer. There's gonna be a lot of releases. I'm looking forward to the music this summer.
Yeah.
Cause shit is about to open up, and we about to party. But next topic, we have the infamous Gucci Mane dropped a new project.
It's Gucci.
I heard one of the songs on it, and he's literally like, 1, 2, Gucci at your door, 3, 4, or he's like something about locking your doors and you're not safe.
Yeah.
So,
I don't know. I listened to that track with you. It was not a hard track. I will admit that.
I'm never going to sell that to Gucci Mane. I'll never say that to him. I'll be like, yo, this shit, everything you do is fire. But, no, I don't know. He's not someone that I always look forward to. He puts out so much music, so it's like.
You were just like, yo, all these guys we're talking about have dropped songs. And I was like, yo, Gucci Mane just dropped. And you're like, yo, doesn't he drop like a mixtape every year? And then I go look it up, and it's like, yeah, it's a 17-track project. he just dropped.
He just freestyles everything too, right? Which is cool.
Yeah, and I don't know. He's definitely like outside of in Atlanta. He's definitely like respected, right? Like
absolutely.
You know what I mean? So it's much more than just rap. You know what I mean? He's definitely an OG in for generations of like Migos and whatnot.
And there's definitely music I've heard of him. It's like undeniably sick. Like there's he has made great music from time to time. I'm just not like the biggest fan.
I would say that Gucci Mane, for those who don't know, like he used to like be pretty big. He had a like pot belly. He had a fucking ice cream cone on his cheek that had 3 scoops of ice cream in it with like laser around it. I shit you not, look this up. Like if you have not seen this, this guy was walking around with, I think it even had colors. Yeah. He's walking around with this thing on his face, man. And yeah, he went to jail. I don't know how long he did, maybe like 5 years, but he just came back completely reformed. Like he got married, like he's been, obviously was working out in jail. Like he's just kept his shape this whole time. So he's just staying in shape. He looks really good. He's not doing drugs anymore. He was obviously sipping a lot of lean and everything before, and like now he's not doing drugs. He got that tattoo removed, or I think he has a beard covering it now. Like there was an interview where he was like, he admitted that, yo, I was really high. Like I was really like, and there was no one intervening in my life. Like I don't know how I got that tattoo. Like,
for real. No friend is gonna allow me to get a tattoo on my face at all.
Like what? 3 scoops of ice cream, bro? Not even one?
Yeah, like that's excessive.
Yeah. So that's for me. I knew of Gucci Mane then, and I didn't fuck with his music because he definitely did sound like a drugged out guy on the mic. And now he's come back. He still has that like southern drawl, but it's, you can just tell like he has a sharper mind. You know what I mean? Like the music is still, you know what I mean? His whole approach, you know what I mean? It's still trap, but his whole approach to the music, everything that he's doing, you can tell that this is, people say they cloned him, that's how much of a different a change that he's made, right?
It's very inspiring, actually.
So that's why I fuck with Gucci, because this new Gucci is a different person, is an inspiration. And usually when he drops these projects and you can listen through the 17 tracks, it's usually like 5 to 10, bangers on there that you're like, oh, yo, he's just he's just doing his thing. They got away with this one, like. But yeah, and all the producers he works with are always fire. Like the first beat we heard was Zaytoven.
Yeah. So that's all I needed to hear, and I was like, fire.
So yeah, shout out to Gucci, man. I definitely am going to check out this 17 track project.
I will probably not. All right, so for next topic, we have new Chris Brown with Wale. I guess it's Wale's record. Wale featuring Chris Brown. The name escapes me, but it's out. It's music. There it is. What do you think?
I don't know. Same thing. We had this playing and it wasn't really.
We're trash.
But yeah, I don't know. You know what I realized? I could have actually plugged in
We have speakers.
The speakers into the interface.
I could have said something too. So right.
So I guess we didn't want to listen to this new Wale.
No.
Wale and
Are you a big fan? Do you listen to Wale?
I personally not really. Not really. Wale is actually a Nigerian as well.
Oh, cool.
He's a Nigerian rapper. He's based in, or I think he's of Nigerian descent. Like even his name is Fulani, but he's based in Washington D.C. and he obviously came up with Maybach Music and those guys.
Right.
So I definitely have followed his journey and I look at it that way as well. But I feel like just musically, I know of him in the rap game, but he just, he should be in the same like class as the J. Cole's and the Kendricks, but he just isn't, right? Like, and yeah, that's what it is.
I think there's something to be learned from that because I think, and this is no disrespect to Wale, because I think he's a great rapper. He's really an incredible rapper, to be honest. Like, I've heard verses from him where I'm like, holy shit. But I think the issue sometimes these guys have is they put their stock in the wrong things, and I think a lot of time I can't speak for a situation, but at least like the reason these guys don't reach that level, I think there is reasons behind it. I don't think it's just clear cut as like, oh, it just didn't happen. I think that there's a matter of working harder than the rest. Like I think Kendrick, I think Cole, and I think those guys, Drake, whatever, they work crazy hard. Like harder than everyone else. And you have to have that mentality if you want to be put in those same conversations. I heard something recently where, and it's been said before, it's a cliche saying, but it's like hard work beats talent every single time. And I feel like Wale is super, super, super talented. I don't know. Maybe he's in the studio every day, 15 hours a day, and it's just not happening.
I don't know. I don't know. The music is not connecting.
Yeah.
The music is not connecting. Like, I don't know. I feel like it's I don't know. I wouldn't just chuck it up to that that's not to discredit. Are you saying that Wale is not putting in as much work as J. Cole?
I'm saying that there's always reasons behind. Yeah, that's what I am saying.
I don't know if that's what it is, man, because because
I know they're both just as. I think Wale is just as good, almost just as good as J. Cole as far as like just rapping and making songs.
I feel like we were talking about this the other day, and we even just said like Wale cannot put together a good album. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I almost feel like DJ Khaled has put together good albums. You know what I mean? Like the skill to put together an album does not come with being able to songwrite. You know what I mean? Or being able to be a good rapper.
Right.
So I feel like that. I don't know. So I feel like going back, he might be putting in the same amount of time as J. Cole and the other guys, but I just don't feel like he's as good, or you know what I mean. Or the music is, you know what I mean. I don't know, but not to discredit what you said. I'm just like I'm looking at this from this angle as well because it is kind of, if we go with what you're saying, it's like, oh, Wally's just not working hard enough, and I don't know. I definitely have heard bodies of works from him, and you know what I mean. I know that he's doing what he can.
Yeah.
But it's not as good as, you know what I mean? Because we're having this conversation about these guys. I don't know what it is about Wale that it did not make him connect. Yeah, I really don't know.
Again, I really want to just make the point clear. I think he's incredibly talented. I think he's a really, really amazing rapper. Like, just as far as like writing and his pen goes, phenomenal. But you're right. I just think something's off. There's a disconnect. I don't know where it is or what that entails, but
I don't know. I guess I'm glad you bring that up because I guess prior to this, I've always just seen it as, you know, like he just doesn't have that. You know, there's a lot of pieces to creating an album, right? Like he's just missing like 2 of the 5 or something. You know what I mean? Whereas J. Cole, these other guys have 4 out of 5. You know, Jay-Z has 5 out of 5. You know, like so it's like. That's kind of how I've always seen it, but it's like, I don't know, you might be right. Maybe he's not putting in the time. But either way, the fact is that I'm just not as excited for a Wale drop as I am, you know, as I should be, you know what I mean? I feel like, you know, it might also just be on the business side of things, the marketing side of things, you know what I mean? Like I'm not, maybe when they were all coming up, because he did come up with this, that's why we're comparing him to these guys.
Right.
He didn't, you know what I mean? Like J. Cole had Jay-Z, Kendrick had, you know, Top Dog to Dr. Dre to everyone else from there. And, you know, Drake had Lil Wayne. Everyone had all these guys. I guess you could say Wale had Rick Ross. And that should have been the equivalent enough. But I don't know. We can play in a lot of factors. The fact is we know what the situation is. And yeah, we can only just speculate as to what it is. But I like that you bring that up though, because I do believe that those guys that we're talking about, J. Cole, Kendrick, the Drakes, they're putting in that work. That's why we get the quality of work we get from them.
Right. Yeah. Sorry, I was a little long-winded, but shout out to Wale. It's all love.
Is it?
I'm trying to make it. It's not.
He just tweets at us like, "Yo, fuck you guys." We're not on Twitter though.
Yeah, fuck Twitter. So next topic we have Jada Pinkett Smith. She posted a picture of Tupac for his birthday. I don't know. What do you think of this?
Was it not a picture? Not a picture. It was a note.
Oh, I don't know the story.
Did you see the note?
No.
No. Oh, that's what I brought up earlier. So it was actually like, and she basically was like, it was today would have been Tupac's 50th birthday.
Damn.
And so she showed a poem that Tupac had written, and I actually saw this like on a hip hop blog because it was like the blog had posted like, "Yo, unreleased Tupac verse." And I mean, it was a verse really, because she described like what it was like. This one that he hand wrote for her. He actually used this to make a song.
Okay.
And this is probably like the original version of the song. So that's pretty cool that she probably has like a fucking, collection of these things that she's just keeping to herself. But all right, let's go back. Let's go to the disrespect aspect of it. Yeah. It's still this count. Why is this married woman posting, love notes from her dead boyfriend of, like 25 years now? Like, you know what I mean? Like, has Will not taken enough?
Yeah. I don't know, man. At this point, I'm looking at Will like,
Will,
not my hero.
You're like, you're not my hero? Damn. No. I just saw Will Smith, like, we just watched, like, his clip of him, and man,
he's still awesome.
Just looks great, man. Yeah. Just looks great. How old is he?
I don't know.
He's probably, like, in his 50s, right?
Probably, yeah. He's almost Uncle Phil.
Yeah, man, like, but does he look like Uncle Phil, bro?
Well, he had gray, and now he doesn't, so I guess that's that money.
But for those who don't know, and you do, the fucking Jada entanglement, Red Talk scandal that went down.
Yeah.
That's what we're referring to, and we're like, why is Jada still trying this this poor man's patience.
We do live in a new age, you know, where
All he's doing is being faithful.
Yeah. But we don't know that. He could be fucking shit up. But I don't know, we live in a new time. You know, I think a lot of maybe the female listeners would disagree with us. Or they might say, what'd be wrong with posting my ex's poems that he wrote specifically for me while I'm married? What's wrong with that? I am a woman.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess
would we be able to do that?
Like post an ex-lover's like no, that would not be a thing.
To be fair, Tupac is one of the most legendary.
Tupac is an icon, and it's like it is. I definitely checked that. I read some bars.
Yeah, you're like,
I was like, yo, what's in here? Like, you know, you definitely did the world a favor releasing that.
It's not as bad as if it was like, you know, August, like the
ex-boyfriend was a carpenter.
Just some guy.
You're showing the poems he wrote.
Yeah.
You're like,
this
why?
is Mike.
Why?
Yeah. At least with Tupac, it's like it's Tupac, so it's like
yeah, exactly. That's what he
dope.
did. Yeah, makes sense.
So maybe it's not as disrespectful as like people are. I don't know. I'm coming to this conclusion now because when I first read it, I'm just like, damn it, Jada. But at the same time, it's like, bro, it's fucking Tupac.
Yeah, it is Tupac,
and that's pretty dope. And I would definitely like, if I had like letters from like someone that would die that I used to be in a relationship with, I probably would keep them if they passed away.
And you should.
Circumstance, you know?
You should still keep them, but it's the sharing of it. But we're right. This is Tupac. You know what I mean? And we'll leave it at that.
I guess I can look past this one.
Yo, shit! If it was me and it was Tupac, I'd be like, yo, can I read it? Yeah. I'm like, yo, why did you tell me you had this?
Yeah, you've never brought this anywhere. That's hilarious if you just now finding out. That's crazy. Speaking of, okay, so now next topic we have Call Her Daddy. Oh, I felt uncomfortable. She just got signed. Who is that?
Her name is Alexandra Cooper.
Okay.
And she started the podcast with someone else. It looks like there was a falling out.
Yeah,
and
big falling out.
She just kept killing the game. And Spotify was like, we like what you're doing.
Yeah.
How would you like $60 million?
Yeah, she's like, yeah. That's way too much.
It's just they know what they're going to do with it. It looks like it's going to be exclusively on Spotify.
Yeah.
And so they already, at the end of the day, it's just like the label game, you know. If a label is offering you $1 million, it's because through their label eyes, they can see like, yeah, in 20 or 10 years, we're going to make 20 million from this guy.
Yeah.
So like that 60 million looks like a lot.
Keep my masters. 60 million? Give a fuck. Just made $60 million. Yeah, you can keep these albums. It's not like I'm making any more.
You sound like Logic.
Yeah. Fuck it. Dude, you're gonna turn down $60 million? You can't keep your masters, but we'll give you $60 million.
Yo, but the truth is, if what I'm doing is to the point where I'm Spotify is coming to me offering me 60 million, then I'm making, you know what I mean? She's probably making at least in the 100Ks, a number in the half a millions monthly from her podcast.
Dang.
So she's already making like $1 million a year. That's where that number is coming from. It had to be a number that's
it's leverage.
Yeah, it's and so she, you know what I mean? So I'm still an advocate for independence and owning masters, man. So my true belief is that if I'm in a position where they're owing me they're offering me 60 million, then I have the leverage. You know what I mean? I can make that 100 million and keep my masters.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that's how it should be.
Absolutely. But if they approached right now,
like, see, 60 million, like, yo, we're seeing your social media, we're seeing everything, but yo, we just believe.
Yeah.
We just believe, you know what? Yeah, I don't know. I would still believe, like, yo, what do these guys know that we don't? That's really suspicious if they came out of nowhere with 60 million.
Like, all right, here's the music video idea. It's just like the Memento music. What's the Lil Nas X music video?
Oh yeah, fuck.
Dude, it sucked. You're like, I'm signed. I can't get out.
Oh shit. Oh, that's what you're saying. It's like, yeah, so this is what you're doing now.
Lap dances for Satan.
Oh shit. You think that's the contract he got? Nah, he totally is the one.
That was his idea, man. 1,000%.
When they gave him the contract, he gave them back the contract with the music
but
video.
I have to do this. Satan has to be in my videos, or no deal.
Yo, that's so fucked.
No, shout out to him. He's killing it.
Is he though?
I don't know.
Man, he's such a troll. I remember the last thing I saw from him was like, I saw like blogs were posting it, and even on his social media, he's like, yo, stream Montero or whatever it is, like as much as you can today. They're taking it down.
Yeah.
We have no control. And even his label, I think I saw like Columbia tweeted something about it, like, yeah, the powers that be are taking it down. They don't want it. But it's still up there, you know? So that was obviously just some more like trolling shit.
When you're associated with Satan, lying is the thing.
I'm like, what? It's still on there, bro. You're
when
still
you worship the devil,
shows.
you're definitely gonna lie. I feel like that's his MO.
Yo, and it's
Everything
like
God wants you to do, the opposite.
super fucked. Super fucked.
I'm being disrespectful now. I'm not. I'm just joking. But for our last topic for Global, we have Hoodville. So I think this is just a shout out to the page.
Yeah.
Maybe we can tag them in this. I don't know. But they're freaking funny, and they're like the king. Like, they just make posts for toxic dudes. So if you're a toxic guy like myself, this is your page, because I'm not that toxic. I am, because sometimes I look at this shit, and I'm like, damn, I get it. Which is wrong, I guess. What do you think?
Yeah, so for those who don't know, Hoodville is an Instagram page. Recently making waves. I had a lot of guy friends send me some stuff. I stumbled upon the page myself when I was like, oh, this all come from the same place. And yeah, it looks like it's, you know, like what Sawyer said, you know, they definitely just promote toxic masculinity. But it's funny, you know, they do it in a funny way. Yeah. It might be dangerous if you're young.
Yeah.
but it's funny.
I feel like if you're like emotionally scarred and hurt by like relationships, you'll understand a little more. Yeah.
So I guess we're just shouting them out, man.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't want to make any of their jokes on here.
Yeah, dude. It's like the page of like if Future ran a page.
Yeah. I saw like Future like retweeted them or something, and they shouted it out.
Yeah.
So like
that's their king.
So that's like, yeah, we've made it.
But
yeah, shout out to those guys.
They're awesome. But that's it for Global. So we're just gonna give you guys a quick Lifted Ones update. Things are running smoothly. We are in talks for trying to get a camera ourselves so we can stop. This is no shade. Just stop relying, because like the best thing you can do for yourself is learn how to do it yourself, and eventually, like when things work out, you can like hire someone. But knowing how to do something, I saw this Russ quote one time where he was talking about just the actual skill of like having people do other things. So like when you learn a skill, so like I've been, again, no shade, I've been editing for like since I was a kid. And I also I've edited some videos for this channel, whatever. So I understand the work it takes, and I understand how long it takes to edit videos. So like when someone doesn't send something that's like in a certain time frame, you're kind of able to be like, well, I've done this before, so I know how long this takes. So I shouldn't have to wait this long. You know what I mean? And so there's some value in actually like learning these skills, learning how to, you know, move the camera movement, learning about new cameras. Like we have lighting now, which is something I don't think either of us have been like truly, but now I see how important it is, right? So, yeah, I don't know. Is there any other updates you want
to? Yeah, so our last cipher came out.
Oh, yeah.
It's on this page. It's on this channel. So it's the YYC Hip Hop Daily Cypher 1, featuring myself, SOY, and PTK. Definitely check that out. It's fire. The next one is going to be coming out hopefully in early to mid-July. This one is going to have 5 MCs on it. It is going to be crazy. Yeah, all the production is going to be done in-house. Be on the lookout for that one. Right. And yeah, we're just, I guess we're going to talk about it in our next segment here, how Alberta is opening up. So basically we want to start utilizing that and, you know, getting back out there and getting shit done. You know,
shows.
Hitting these streets and making it happen. But yeah, that's what's going on with the Lifted Ones. We're killing shit.
Per usual.
But yeah, on to our national. Alberta lifts all public health restrictions as of July 1st. Did you see Kenny's tweet?
No.
It was literally a tweet where he said like, yo, we're finally at like 70 point something percent first vaccine.
Yeah.
All public health restrictions are gonna be open. Literally ended with like, this is good. Like shout out to the best summer ever. You know, literally something like that. You know what I mean? Like,
get your tickets for Stampede now.
Yeah. You know. So yeah, how do you feel about this? Do you feel like we're ready? You know.
Man. I'm just ready for some type of normalcy, and seeing a lot of people in one setting is going to be so nice. You know, just having these restrictions has been really hard, and seeing my parents be in the States and they're like, everything is back to normal pretty much. Like, obviously there's some like, probably some psychological trauma that some people have faced throughout this process, because some people are just not able to mentally fit to be alone, which is something that I think is necessary to deal with. But I'm super excited, man. I'm gonna get my second vaccine. I'm already feeling way more comfortable just with because I'm already like, I mean, to me, I'm a pretty healthy guy, so it's like it would probably be pretty hard for me to like die, I would assume. I don't want to test it, but
this guy.
I'm just assuming. So,
all right, man, get your second vaccine, bro.
I'm gonna get it because, like, God he's not cool about this shit. He's like, oh, you don't want to die, and then you die next week. But yeah, I'm super pumped, bro. What's the first thing you're gonna do? Obviously, like, we're gonna have people here, and are we gonna do shows right away?
I'm going to not start doing the first show on July 1st. Not start planning I'll let someone else. I would like to see someone else do a show in July, you know what I mean, before I do the first show. You know what I mean? Obviously, July 1st is 10 days from now.
That's so soon. Like, I feel like, bro, we've been in lockdown for so long.
Like, exactly.
Fuck? Are you just going to be open? Like,
yeah, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, y'all are tripping. Like, you're like, it's going to that's how I feel, bro. Like, I'm like, yo, are you for real?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. 10 days is gonna be open, bro. Like, shit. And this is just based on everyone has like, or 70% of the population has their first vaccine.
Man, that's better than nothing.
That's better than nothing. At least, and they're banking on the hope that these people will go and get their second one.
Well,
right?
Yeah. I mean, you're gonna have.
Yeah, exactly. So that I think that's the strategy. Obviously, ideally, it should be 70% double vaccine.
Yeah.
But it's like, yo, this is what we can do.
They don't have enough, so.
So yeah, man, everything fully opened up. I'll be honest with you, man, I got my doubts. I was even talking to Jared, our manager and my business partner, just about just this space and how, you know, we currently have restrictions on this space for the amount of people we can have, and it's like 15% of the fire code. You know, we have protocols in place with masks and sanitizer. And I was just saying, like, yo, I don't know if I want to change that in 10 days, you know? Like, I don't give a fuck what the province is saying. Like,
I think the sanitizer is still a good thing.
Exactly. Sanitizers, I don't know. We'll see. That's what I'm saying. Like, maybe I'll give it 2 weeks. I'm not going to give it the whole month because that'd be crazy. But maybe I'll give it 2 weeks. But, like, as far as here, I would want, because 10 days just seems so soon. You know what I mean? Like, yo, just a week ago, you were telling me I had to, like, I can't have anyone, you know what I mean? Like,
area or your window.
Yeah, like, now it's like, so that's where my head is at. I need to
Just see it.
I need to just see it. You know what I mean? I don't want to be. I'm sure there's other people who are like,
because it feels like it's gonna be taken away.
Exactly. There's people who are. I know there's someone right now who's planning a show for July 2nd.
Absolutely.
You know, and who's trying
parties.
and somebody like, and I'm like, nah. I need to be at that person's event.
Yeah.
And see how that pans out. Then we can start doing stuff. With that being said, I am planning to do some kind of event in the studio space here.
Oh yeah.
And I was even saying to you, even if we are doing it in 10 days, I would still want to have some kind of capacity in here because again, that's how it's been for the last year.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't know if that's...
We're just done?
I was just thinking about it. I'm like, is this just human existence now? Is this like anytime I try to plan a party, like even a house party, I'm like, yeah, but only like 25 people.
You know, I do think people are going to be a lot more clean.
No, I think so. I think like literally I was just thinking about, I remember one time I saw my little brother doing his homework like early in the pandemic, or maybe like after he went back to school and maybe he was doing like 3 months of school.
Yeah.
And he was at home doing his homework in his room, lying on the floor, like writing, and he had his mask on. And I'm like, why do you have your mask on? And he's like, oh, I didn't even notice. I'm just so used to like doing work with my mask on. Like, I'm like,
yeah, you shouldn't have to live this way.
But it's just like, there's a whole generation of kids, right, that have literally, they'll live through this pandemic. You know, they didn't really get much experience. You know, there's some who understand it, and there's some who are like, all you know is put on your mask. You know, there's, you know what I mean? So yeah, there's a whole generation of fucking germaphobes. Yeah. I was a germaphobe for a long time, bro, and I feel like definitely going to parties, socializing, definitely sharing joints with people, that definitely like eased it up for me.
Those days are over.
And then like just ever since that happened, like just at man, it's So I need to see at least 2 weeks of July 1st, and then I'll be like, and then I'll be.
Are you going to Stampede?
Is there a Stampede?
Yeah.
I'll see, man. I gotta see how that goes, and
I'm trying to get those donuts. I'm literally going so I can have the donuts.
Teach his own, man. I don't know, man. I don't know. I feel like I would want to go to Stampede this year because it does feel like it's everyone's, it feels like it's a celebration. It's not just Stampede, it's like the celebration of being able to go out. But yeah. I guess I'm just saying that I have doubts, bro. And that's
100%, bro.
That's all I'm saying. And I need to see it for myself and then move. I mean, this is what it was with the vaccine.
Nothing wrong with that.
When the vaccines came out, I was like, let me just see who else has gotten it. And then, once they were like, yo, all these healthline workers took it. Yeah. I was good. So, yeah, man, that's how this COVID thing is, man. Like it's been a weird way. It's been a weird way to live. But I do believe that, even if, we change, everything lifts up in 10 days, human or just the way we interact has now forever been changed by this pandemic. You know, it's not going to be the same anymore, man.
Yeah.
But we'll see how that plays out. Maybe that would be a series we have ongoing. So life after the pandemic. But yeah.
God, I would not want to be a kid during this time. Social media,
exactly,
TikTok,
man. Yeah, bro.
Pandemic.
It's not been a good time, bro.
That shit would be mentally exhausting. I don't even have TikTok, and I know it's like valuable for an artist to have it. It's so gross to me.
Yeah, no, man, it's fucked, bro. That's fucking where that guy's song is killing it.
Who?
Montero.
Oh.
Lil Nas X. That song is still killing it there. Yep. So yeah, man, TikTok's not.
I'm sorry.
Anyways, Alberta lifts all public health restrictions July 1st. So if you didn't know that, now you know. I am looking forward to it. There's definitely a lot of things I want to do. And we'll see how this plays out.
Absolutely. I guess local now?
Local.
So last topic, it'll just be a fun little short topic because I'm afraid for who listens.
Yeah.
What do you want in a wife? I'll start. I would like a woman to cook for me. Not always, but I'd like her to have the ability to cook because I find that's something my mom cooked for me growing up, and she's a fantastic cook. So I do have a high bar, and also my grandma cooked for me as well. So like every woman in my family has cooked, and they're all really good at it. So I just would like to keep that going.
Yo. I saw this meme on Hoodville
Yeah.
that
Oh, fuck.
I'm gonna reference. I said I wouldn't say any of their jokes, but it literally just fits in right now. And it's literally like men are always. It's a girl saying men are always like, oh, they want a woman that can cook, and do all this stuff. Like, yo, how about I want a man that can fucking like lay down the tile, like fix, like just saying all these like
Manly.
man jobs, and then the comment on there, a man's response to that with like, yo, I can't do all that stuff on an empty stomach. Oh, but yeah, man.
He's right.
I'm following that page though.
Yeah.
So
It's not who I am.
I don't know what that means.
I only have one homie that sends it to me, and I literally text him back and laughing emoji, and he just texts me back, I'm just hurt. Like, when I ask him why he sent something, he's like, I'm hurt. That's really what it comes down to, is just being hurt.
But yeah, I'll go next. What do I want in a wife? I feel the same way, man. I definitely feel like I would want a girl that can cook. I feel like I haven't been in a relationship yet where that's been a thing.
Yeah.
Maybe because and that's not to even put it down with any of the girls that I've been with, but it's just like, yeah, it's you know what I mean? It's not, I guess they have cooked, but it's not something that they do, you know what I mean? Or it's
I know
not
what you
even,
mean.
you know what I mean?
Something they would desire, or adamantly good at.
Exactly. Yeah. And that's how I feel about it. It's not even like I would want a girl that,
I don't want to be like, yo, go make me a fucking sandwich.
yeah, exactly. And that's what I'm saying by that. It's like, I don't want a girl that's gonna, like, she doesn't cook, and then because I want a girl that cooks, she's trying to be cooking. You know what I mean?
I don't want that trash.
Exactly. I want a girl that like cooks. That's what I mean. That's literally what I mean. Like that. Yo, she comes from a family where like that's
the norm.
That's exactly.
Yeah.
So that's how I see that. I think music is so important to me, man.
Yeah.
I think that's the only other thing when I think about like a woman I would spend the rest of my life with. I think of, she's gotta be down for this music. You know what I mean? She's gotta understand it.
Rest of your life is it's a long time.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So you don't see me out here looking for a wife right now.
Pandemic just ended. No, okay, I'm gonna stop. That's all for local. On to artist motivation.
Artist motivation. So we're gonna read out of our Chinese book of idioms, which is the Wing Chun Compendium.
What do we got today?
In order to become better than anybody else, you must first become better than yourself.
Man. I think I've heard that in The Matrix.
Yes. I don't know, this is a common theme in like in martial arts, but it's almost, I feel like it's the same as...
It's like shadowboxing.
It's the same as saying your greatest opponent is yourself.
Absolutely.
So in order for you to overcome, whoever it may be, in order for you to be your best self, you have to overcome self. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? That's one of the hardest, you know what I mean? Like because you know what I mean? The mind is such a powerful thing, right? People can put themselves down, right? People can create all these barriers that don't exist, right?
Right.
And not go after their dreams or their goals. And to conquer self is truly like, that's the first step to trying to be the best in any field, right? Mm-hmm. Is you have to overcome yourself. I think about that with like, I don't know, like just trying to get up early. I feel like I've been trying to get up earlier and like, I'm just trying to maintain a schedule throughout the day as well. And I just feel like it's been hard because that's not been my schedule, but I'm trying to like maintain that. Mm-hmm. And I just feel like it's not like it's unnatural for me to wake up early. You know what I mean?
Right.
But trying to do that is part to me, that's overcoming self. You know what I mean? Because I know that it's a habit. Once I can make it a habit, I've literally overcome that.
Yeah.
And then it's the next challenge.
And that's a good. I'm doing the same thing right now. Just some self-reflection is really nice. You know what I mean? Like where you're able to sit down and really just look at yourself and just be like, okay, what do I need to improve? And so I've had a time where like, cause my knee's been messed up, so I've had time to like really analyze my life and be like, okay, what am I doing? Like, what am I doing wrong? What can I improve on? And there's a bunch of things, you know what I mean? So there's a lot more new goals, smaller, little baby step, day by day goals that I'm doing now that are just going to improve in the long run. And it's just so helpful for everything because it's very easy to get complacent in like where you're at. And I think J. Cole on his recent project said like, something about complacency being like your worst enemy. So, yeah, always trying to improve is like such a nice thing. Especially we're getting old, you know. I'm 26 now, motherfucker. I'm old. No, I'm still young. But
Jay-Z put out his debut studio album.
I always think about that.
At the age of 26.
2 Chainz was like 33 or some shit when he like.
Who?
2 Chainz.
Oh yeah, no, I mean 2 Chainz actually he was Titty Boy, right?
Yeah.
And so he's literally had 2 rap careers.
Yeah.
So yeah.
But yeah, I agree with you.
Yeah. So I guess onto our conclusion. That was episode 51 of Just Kicking It with Polo Show and SOY. Please, if you are watching this on our YouTube channel, make sure to subscribe, make sure to like, make sure to leave a thoughtful comment, and we will leave a thoughtful response. Also, follow YYC Hip Hop Daily on Instagram, follow lifted_ones on Instagram, and follow Solace Studios YYC on Instagram. You can find me on Instagram at Poliano_DA_Don. What about you, Soy?
You can find me at The Only True Soy.
And if you are listening to this podcast on any of the podcast platforms like Spotify, Apple Music, whatever it may be, make sure to give us 5 stars and follow us. Until next time, guys, thank you for tuning in. Peace out.